Thank you guys for tuning in to my YouTube channel. Alright, before we get into it, just want you guys going to hit that subscribe button. Just go ahead and murder that subscribe button. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. So basically, I want to talk to you guys is about why I believe Cameron Boozer will be the best player from this NBA draft class. When I look at the draft class, I try to ignore the hype. I try to ignore the mixtapes. I try to ignore the crazy dunks and viral highlights. Because every year, there's a player who looks like a superstar on Instagram. But when I ask myself, who is going to be the best player 10 years from now? The answer is usually the player who understands basketball better than anyone else. That's why I believe Cameron Boozer has a legitimate chance to become the best player in this NBA draft. Not because he's the most athletic, not because he's the flashiest, not because he might be the most complete basketball player entering in the NBA. The first thing people get wrong about Boozer, the biggest mistake people make when evaluating Boozer is comparing him to highlight athletes. People watch prospects like AJ Dembowski, Darren Peterson, and immediately notice the explosiveness, the speed, the vertical, the wow factor. Then they watch Boozer and think, he's good, but is he special? That's the wrong question, because basketball isn't a dunk contest. Basketball is problem solving, and Boozer might be the best problem solver in the entire draft. He wins everywhere he goes. One thing that always grabs my attention is winning. Not just statistics, winning. Some players put up numbers, others transform teams. Boozer has been winning his entire life. High school championship, international tournaments, elite youth circuits, then Duke. Everywhere he goes, his team's wins. Scouts consistently point to his long history of success at every level of basketball. This isn't luck. At some point, winning becomes a skill, and Boozer has it. He's built like an NBA veteran already. One thing that jumps out immediately is his body. He's roughly 6'8" to 6'9" and around 250 pounds. Boozer already possesses NBA level strength. Most rookies enter the league needing years in an NBA weight room. Boozer doesn't look like a rookie. He looks like somebody who's already played 5 NBA seasons. That's a huge advantage, because while other rookies are adjusting physically, Boozer can focus on basketball. His basketball IQ is ridiculous. This is where I think he separates himself. I watch plenty of talent and players enter the NBA. The ones who become great aren't always the most athletic. They're the smartest. The game slows down for them. They see things before they happen. Multiple scouts and analysts have described Boozer as one of the best processors in their entire draft class, praising him how quickly he reads defense and make decisions. When I watch him play, that's exactly what stands out. He's rarely surprised, he's rarely rushed, he's always seems one step ahead. That trait ages beautiful in the NBA. He doesn't have any major weaknesses. Most prospects have obvious flaws. Some can't shoot, some can't defend, some can't create offense, some struggle physically. Boozer isn't perfect, but there isn't one glaring hole in his game. He can score inside, he can score from outside, he can rebound, he can pass, he can run offense, he can play through contact, he improves his impact games. He impact games multiple ways. That's why so many front office reportedly view him as one of the safest bets in the NBA draft. Statistics are historic. This is where things become difficult to ignore. At Duke, Boozer averaged roughly 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists, while shooting efficiently from the floor and from three-point range. Even more impressive, he becomes the first freshman or sophomore since Larry Bird to average at least 20 points and 10 and 4 assists in a season. Whenever your name stats appear next to Larry Bird in conversations, people should probably pay attention. He's more skilled than people realize. One thing I love about Boozer is how adaptable he is. Need a post scorer, he can do that. Need a pick and roll player, he can do that. Need a floor spacer, he can do that. Need a rebounder, he can do that too. Analysts have praised his ability to seamlessly shift between scorer, facilitator, point forward roles, depending on what defenses give him. That versatility is exactly what the modern NBA values. The lack of athleticism narrative doesn't scare me. Honestly, that's why I think people are underestimating him. Every elite prospect gets criticized for something. Boozer criticism is usually that he isn't an overwhelming athletic. And to me, that's fine. Neither was Larry Bird, neither was Luka Doncic, neither was Nikola Jokic, neither was Paul Pierce. Elite athleticism helps. Elite basketball intelligence changes franchises. And Boozer has the type of intelligence. He might have the highest floor and the highest ceiling. Usually prospects fall into one of the two categories: high ceiling, low floor. High floor, lower ceiling. Boozer feels different. His floor is incredibly high because of his strength, IQ, skill level, and versatility. But I also think his ceiling is being underestimated. Many evaluators believe he has legitimate all-star and even all-NBA potential because how complete his game already is. That's rare. Why do I think he'll be the best player in the class, in his draft class? When I compare him to the other elite prospects, I keep coming back to one thing. I know exactly what Cameron Boozer is. He's productive, he's efficient, he's tough, he's smart, he's a winner. In every level he's reached, he's dominated. Some prospects may jump higher, some may run faster, some may have flashier highlights. But 10 years from now, when people look back at this draft class, I think there's a real chance they'll say the best player wasn't the most athletic player. The best player was one of the ones who understood the game better than everybody else. And that's why I believe Cameron Boozer has the strongest argument to become the best player from this draft class. Because in this league obsessed with potential, he's already showing something even more valuable: production, winning, and a basketball mind that's years ahead of his age. When I look at Cameron Boozer, I'm hoping that, because I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, I'm hoping that he slides to the number 4 pick. I hope that the Chicago Bulls, I hope Cameron Boozer slides to the number 4 pick and the Chicago Bulls able to select Cameron Boozer. To me, he's the only player in the draft right now, to me, that's worth building around and definitely can become a franchise player immediately. Like I said, he doesn't really have any flaws in his game, man. He may need to trim down on his weight a little bit just so he can be more agile. But other than that, man, he has everything already. These other players that they got projected over him, they cool. They got athleticism. They wow you. They got the wow factor and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, a lot of the players that's dominating the NBA right now, they not really athletic, bro. Outside of Giannis, SGA, Luka, Nikola Jokic, they not athletic, bro. And then one thing for sure that he got over those little players, Luka, Nikola Jokic, is that he got defense, man. He plays both ends of the floor. Most of the time, that's rare. And most of the players that's athletic, normally the times the athletic players, they can't shoot. And most of the top 2 players that's projected to go before him, they not shooting. They not shooting at a high clip like Cameron Boozer. But at the end of the day, let me know what you guys think. Drop your comments in the comment section, hit that thumbs up button, and I'm out.